Hi everyone, it's Yelena from The Healing Light. I hope everyone is really well today. And again, I'm back in my nature, in my office. Love it. And today I was thinking again the same thing. What could I be talking about today that it helps you with the issues and the problems what you're going through in your own personal life? And what I see now at the moment is a lot of issues with deep core wounding, and more people are getting a grasp of understanding it. So I'll give you some examples, and some of them that will hopefully help you because they will resonate within you. First of all is, I spoke about this a little bit on one of the videos, previous ones, saying that when we have got something from the past boyfriend, past lover, whatever it is that the title was over there, and you have them, let's go say, on your social media, on Facebook, Instagram, things like that, my opinion is, more you look at it, more you have them on it, more you're going to be checking and watching what they're doing. And why is it that you want to keep an eye on them, what they're doing? Ask yourself that. Is that a control issue because you want to control? Is it because you didn't have a clarification? Is it because you didn't had verification? What went wrong and what happened? Love living in Australia and the flies, isn't it? So is there questions of you needing to have justification for why it didn't work? And you're looking for it, if they were going to find someone better, someone, is that person's going to be better? In physical or emotional levels, comparing that particular person towards yourself. And yes, generally you're going to come and ask me, Yelena, what do you think about it? What do you tune into it? Did you feel? Regardless of that, what I feel. On emotional level of the deep wounding is, why is it that a boy or the girl, depending on it, what gender you are, does it feel that he needs to have explanation and justification for it? Why do you need to know this? Why do you have to keep an eye on it? My opinion is, delete them, because why would you want to keep an eye on them? How are you then moving forward? And if it's a female, leaning back, if you keep checking on it, make a clean slate, make a room for the new energy to come in when they're ready. That new person is not going to come in tomorrow just because you've done this. Sometimes you expect instant results from it. My opinion is, write it on the desire list, check your vision board, check your energy within you, delete what you need to delete, not having attachments to it, and then the right person will come along when the time is right. For me, every single time that worked, and the choice is mine what I wanted to do with that opportunity or not. Sometimes it's a test. Sometimes it's a test of the universe saying, did you step up? Or you are still in that old pattern, and you'll get the test of almost exactly the same. When we're talking about relationships, so a person who's come along and is going to be exactly the same as the previous one. So let's go give a negative examples of breadcrumbs, not making a priority, ghosting you, things like that, having excuses, being always, I did post this on Instagram about I'm still doing this, I'm still doing this, I'm still. You know what? If you are, for me example, a woman who is ready to go, ready to do things, you will have to then wait for that person. I'm not saying that we have to be cruel and say, no, I'm not going to wait. You can wait a bit and see it. But is that 2 months? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year or 2 years? And it will keep going and keep going and keep going. If a person says, I need a little bit of time, this is what I'm going through it, try to just try to check it, or see it how long it's going to take them. Are you prepared to wait that long? If they're saying 2 months, 6 months, are you prepared for it or not? Again, this is where universe comes and tests you. So a lot of things depends on your frequency, your vibration, and the universe will always give you something as a sign or test you. And if it gives you something and you say, no, I don't want to have it, then it's universe is going to pull back and not give you what are you after. And then you'll say to yourself, as a self-sabotage or victim mode of saying, oh, that's why I'm not getting this. Or example is deep down core issue, mum and dad always told you that you're not good enough. Or the partner beforehand told you you're not good enough, so you're going to settle for crumbs. I teach every single person, and yes, I put it in the boxes of saying high vibration, low vibration, but whatever vibration you are, you want to find a matching person to that frequency number. What's matching in the same time? And some of them, and I've seen this, they step up. And some of them, they're never done because they're in that still mode. Still this, still that, still this. On the end of the day, you matter. Your heart matters. And you need to be prepared for what are you prepared to put into it. Because if you say, I'll wait for the still person to come along, then 6 months later, if the still person doesn't step up, you need to be prepared to walk out of it. And not to come up and say, but I want them to step up, but I want them this, I want them. Maybe they're just simply not capable of it because at the journey where they are at the time, they cannot step up. They just can't. Are you prepared to absolutely understand this and accept this? In some cases, when a person is more of, I don't want to use the word soulmate, but kind of I'll use the word soulmate so just that it's explaining a bit better. If a female is actually leaning back and not in her demanding and pushing energy, and if she's with potential soulmate, he will actually step up. He really will. I've seen it. And they step up. So I'm not always saying that you disregard the still person, but you need to ask yourself, what are you prepared for? And put yourself some kind of a timeline for it. The life or the relationships. I posted this ages ago. It was a post about, yep, we got married, but what to do now? And if you think that sex in a relationship is everything what's holding you together, if we actually pull that out of the relationship, what do we have got left? Do we have a teamwork, honesty, trustworthy? Do we have God where we can just lean on each other and say, I had a difficult day today, what we can do? What could you help me with? What do I need to help with? And it's actually a teamwork. The deep connection of the heart work. And everyone can achieve this. And they really can if they want to. To achieve the heart work connections, you can actually do it. You can have a deep connections. And it takes time for some of the deep connections to develop because the other person could be so hurt from before, even if they're potentially having a deep connection, potentially could have a deep connection, they can't because they're actually being so hurt, so they're so guarded. And trust me, I understand that. And for that kind of a person, it takes time to open up their heart. But that kind of a person will say to you, be honest, and they'll clearly communicate with you and say to you, yep, I'm here, but I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z, but I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. But if they're saying, I'm dealing with all these things, but they're not actually clearly saying to you, I'm here, then you know where you're standing. So listen to those signs. Don't ignore them. Do not ignore them. Listen to the signs. Write them down, journal. And the more you actually say what you stand for and what you prepared and what your frequency is, and work on your deeper core wounding, more you're going to attract the person who's going to match your levels. And is going to be truthful and honest and be there. Because to me, the relationship is this. You go out, do your work, what you need to do, you come home and you're in the middle. He goes and does what he needs to do and come back and you're in the middle. You're not at each other's throats. You're not at each other's energies. You're actually respecting that space which is needed for each other to function. But you can then just melt into each other. That's true core relationships. They are work. They don't just happen overnight. And they're not those relationships where you see them on Instagram and they all look really happy, but behind the closed doors, they're not really happy. There's plenty of them like that outside world. So we want to create a true core, authentic you. So ask yourself, when was the last time when you connected to your heart? You with your heart, not your boyfriend, not your partner, you within your heart. When was the last time that you did? Truly that you did. Do you even know how does your heart feels? How does your heart feel? Does it feel warm and fuzzy? Does it feel wounded? Does it feel like it's got shackles or barbed wire fence around it with shotguns and everything else around it? Do not approach. Keep out. Keep warning. How does your heart feels? And how, when you're going in outside world, people will pick it up if you're fake. And if it's a female, is she in a fake masculine energy? Or is she in really feminine, that radiant, authentic energy of herself? Are you honest? Are you trustworthy? People will pick it up very quickly. Start from your heart. Radiate who you are. Write it down. What you want to be and work towards it every single day, one step at a time. And some days will be difficult and will be painful. And you will want it to scream and yell. And by all means, go for it. You need to, because that's when you're actually peeling up layers. That's when you're actually saying to yourself, I can feel this. This hurts. How does it hurt? What does it hurt? Where does it sit the pain in your body at the current times? And what's not connected? I will leave you to it. If you have any questions, please message me. And I want you to enjoy this nature and this beautiful sky and the birds which you can hear in the background. It's absolutely amazing just to connect to the Mother Nature. Love and light to everyone. Enjoy, hug yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself with a beautiful food. Have something colorful today, and I would have say have some grapes and blueberries. They're absolutely in season and they're just gorgeous. So have something like that, because we do want it to nurture the throat, the food coming into your stomach. I wanted that you think about it, what kind of food you're putting in your body today. And drink plenty of water. Love and light to everyone.